How are they going to make Anthony smarten up that fast?
How would you win?
I just don't know.
I think maybe they're heading into the direction where
I
the
don't
audience
know.
is asking. Maybe they are in terms of, maybe they want the audience to, what would I say now? It feel like them probably trying to head in
Shall we
that
make up
direction.
something for him?
You mean for Anthony?
Because yeah, he needs help. We got to help him.
You know,
But we're telling him, but he's not listening.
no, no, at this
I'm
point, I don't want, I no further along want to help Anthony. I feel like he needs a divorce because the divorce is the only way for him to learn.
I do too. I
I'll be
think he
honest.
needs a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go find himself. And then yesterday he tried to get, well, like we know Anthony tells the half truth
Mm-hmm.
based on who he's talking to,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
He gives the side that makes him look the best. And so you try to basically hit on PRE or, walk down memory lane or whatever he was
trying
doing.
to do. Who else?
She wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
So Rolanda is left.
Mm-hmm.
Rolanda wants no parts of that. She got her $10,000. She says, I'm done. I did my piece. So where do we go from here? I'm gonna say Amber's gonna get at least a legal separation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they break the Daltons apart,
Yes.
it's gonna hit the ratings. Right?
It
Or
depends.
will it?
It depends on how they do it. I think that what y'all have been saying in terms of
Do it.
Sharon
Put it
reviews,
today.
I'm gonna let Sharon reviews respond to. But I think what Sharon reviews to yourself and Sharon reviews have been talking about the legal separation. I can see that. I can see the legal separation because it keeps all of them in play and it makes you have to find out will they get back together or not. I think they have something if they go that route.
Right.
But Sharon reviews,
that's how I see it too.
I think they should get a legal separation. We all says that, but remember, Amber and Anthony is the face of the brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The Daltons.
Mm-hmm.
The Daltons.
And Shayla, for some reason, is attached to their relationship. So maybe this is why
you don't want her.
This is why they have Shayla with Amber. Mm-hmm. But what I think they're gonna do, because today when we saw those little nuggets in this morning's skit and last night, I think they're ready to break Shayla, but they're going to do it in a way that is going to be pleasing to the audience.
We wanted to go to the asylum.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen because when Delicia says she don't want to do it and her conscience is bothering her, and the other girl is telling her, no, $15,000 reason you need to hold the money and blah, blah, blah. But this morning, Delicia went to tell Shayla. But if she had told Shayla, it wouldn't give the audience the effect that we're looking for. So it's either it's going to happen on the podcast, Shayla find out, or Shayla going to actually witness it with her two eyes, with both Iman and Delicia in bed together. Although they're not in her house, but she's going to find them somehow, some way. But something is going to happen. And then Shayla, I think they're going to break her, that we're not even going to realize, they're breaking her, but we're going to be pleased when it happens. Because I think that's what it's leading up to. I think that's all it's leading up to that.
I want to see her, I want them to circle back to her medication problem. Yeah. I truly do, because the girl is delusional. And they're letting her get worse. They're letting her get worse and they're letting her gas up.
Well, right? But that's what them building her up. Them building up the delusion. Them have to build up the delusion, so that way when the crash comes, you believe the crash, because right now the delusion is high.
Exactly.
So I feel like
it's high. It
is high, but it makes sense to build up the delusion right now, until it totally tumbled. No, it was very weird to see Angelina talking about, how delusional she is and she need to wake up. And I'm like, well, you still have your wedding ring on.
Angelina.
So who is delusional? Because your wedding ring's still on.
Who's delusional here? He's not coming back. Okay, he's happy with what's her Pam.
Brody's gone.
So the other thing, you saw Bethany. Is coming to manage the building where the podcast is being held, right?
Oh, Lord, I didn't
Lord, yes.
Not
Bethany's going to manage.
Yes.
Jeez,
her dad is sending her back, and that was something I wanted to cover too.
He's sending her
back. What is wrong with Bethany?
Oh, Lord.
Yes, he's sending her back. I did a video on it this morning.
She did a video. I did a short.
He's moving the
Mm-hmm.
brother
She's
to Buckhead.
going over there.
Yeah. But
So she's going back to Chase. She's going to the
Oh,
podcast.
more
mhm.
issues,
They're putting
more
her right
issues,
back in the middle to make a mess.
But I
more
think she's
issues.
gonna have a fall guy. The father take her back there to protect her, I think.
He
And
did.
I think that is where she's gonna get arrested because Lynette pressed charges also on Bethany.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
Bethany in real life have she's
yeah,
gonna be in a major
movie.
production, she said online.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yes.
So I
Oh,
think
okay.
yes, so I don't know if she's gonna leave
Hmm.
permanently or it's just for
A
to do
while.
that or she gonna come back here. I
Mm-hmm.
do not know how that part gonna play out on Skitland, but I think she's gonna be arrested. The dad won't be able to protect her
And then she
because
Mm-hmm.
could do the
Lynette says
movie.
Lynette Nugget yesterday was she have unfinished business in Atlanta for
So
Bethany, but our son
yeah.
says make sure you don't get yourself in trouble because it will
Mm.
affect the family. And she says, I'm gonna do it strategic. I'm gonna do it better. She's gonna do it smartly, she said, smartly.
Good.
So
Oh
I
no,
know
I got a
something
question
is
about that.
definitely coming for Bethany. So I was asking my audience, and I'm even asking you and the audience here
Hmm.
in chat, if Bethany is gonna get arrested in the building, or is Lynette going to take Larry from Bethany?
I was thinking I was thinking Larry was gonna go after Shara. However, Lynette is more interested in Larry than Shara is.
Mm-hmm.
Shara's a cutie. But Shara is like, going back over there with Bethany.
Mm-hmm.
But O'Neill, I was gonna ask you based on what Sharon just said. Um, what was I gonna ask? It had to do with Larry. Oh, you know, you know what I think Bethany's problem is?
Yep.
I
Mm,
think she's the same problem her dad has.
yeah.
And I think that those seeds have been planted and Bethany doesn't know
In her head.
that she has a bias against ethnic groups.
Mm-hmm.
Her father, me and Sharon read him like a book.
Mm-hmm.
We read that man so fast, but I think that Bethany
Mm-hmm.
has that problem, but Bethany doesn't realize that that's her problem.
Yes.
She's so fixated on Lynette and Shara.
Mm-hmm.
However, she didn't like Chase either in the beginning. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
like Chase way before Shara came.
That's true.
She didn't like anybody in that building before Shara. And then when Shara came, oh goodness, everything changed. And then Lynette came.
One Shara
But
came.
yeah, she's back over there. Did Noelle do something?
Noel
Well,
is
we
just
haven't seen
back,
Noelle
and she's
anymore.
back. She came back the other day.
I saw her.
Yeah,
Yesterday.
Yeah, we saw her yesterday.
which was very interesting because I don't know how you come online and do all that little fandango.
You laughed at that too, O'Neill. I was cracking up at her.
Then you
Talking all
show.
that smack online,
You
and then
need.
she shows up knocking on the
You know
door.
what?
That girl is sick.
I'm trying to believe. I'm trying
What
to believe
is
that.
this?
I'm trying to believe that that's a part of the show. I'm gonna try to believe that. I'm gonna keep telling myself that because ain't no way you just run a whole gamut online, do a whole heap of shading
Across
to
social
be
media.
crawling your little tail right back in
Mm-hmm.
on the doorsteps for Dylan. I say,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no way this is Noel. I say, I know you
I
lying.
hope not. Unless something really bad happened. But the thing was, it had to do with Sheila. What did and Noel have to do together when Dalen is the man that's in the middle?
For what? You mean for what occurred?
I didn't get that. The beef was between Shayla and Noel.
Who said that?
However, and something to do with Amber, I don't know. But what does she want to be? Does she want to be Shayla? I mean, I watched her a few times, but it just talks about Shayla, so I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
But
All I
yeah,
know is that it
Bethany's
didn't
gonna
look
be
good.
the manager.
Oh, she's gonna be the manager of the little
But when
place.
she knocked on that door, I was waiting for her to come back, but she never came back. It just
Mm.
showed Daniel breaking into his house.
I saw
So
that.
Daniel was breaking into
They should have
to his
shown him
house, yeah.
whacking. They should have shown him whacking him in the head with the baseball bat.
And Nature said, I thought it would have been Brittany. I did too. Nature,
I
I
think
thought
the
it was
audience was
Brittany
hoping it
because
was
she
Britney
looked
because
like her.
when I looked on the Country Wayne channel, everybody was like hoping, hey, we were hoping it was Britney. We hope it's Britney
I was hoping it was
Because of the
Brittany.
Amber
Yeah.
story. But I heard that the Britney is not coming
Yes,
back right now, so that's that. I guess
No,
that's that. I
she's
guess, yeah.
not.
So
she's busy in her real life
yeah, I'm
In
law
her
sorry to
real
business.
life.
Yeah.
spoil y'all.
She's
So
in
you
a,
know,
she's in Scottsdale. Um,
in
at
Scottsdale.
her attorney firm. Yeah, she's in Scottsdale. At
Mm.
her, she's an attorney for some big shot firm.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, her Tina said Noel should have stayed gone. So,
They said
but I
should
think
I
that's
stay
about
gone?
it. Yeah, Michelle, yes, Noel doesn't seem like she like Amber, but they do say Amber is a tough producer. But
Yeah.
Amber likes perfection, and she did say that she wants it done, and she wants it done properly. And like I can tell her writing, like in the purple, in the man cave, that's Amber's deal. She's all about aesthetics in real life. She
Yeah.
sells her clothes to us. We go on, we
Mhm.
have bidding wars, things like that. But and her memory walk down
Yeah.
memory lane, Amber writes like that.
Okay.
She loves the beauty of whatever she's doing. So,
That's what I
um,
say. I got a question for you. Someone yesterday
yeah,
asked on my channel, and I responded it today to you. And I'm gonna ask you, and then I'll ask your interviews as well too. Someone said, if you look at yesterday's first scene with Amber, and I did a video on it, they said they think that the reason why Amber stayed was because she was, I guess she wanted to see exactly if there was some tea that maybe the honeypot girl and Wayne were having issues. Did you see the scene
I
yesterday?
picked that up though. I didn't know. I just picked that up anyway. You mean in real life
No, no,
they
no, no,
might
no,
be having a
not in
problem
real life. I'm talking on the show. So they were saying, hey,
on the show?
did you pick up that, Amber really, it was like, because Amber was gonna leave. When I was watching the scene, she really was interested in leaving, and then all of a sudden she said, oh, well, what? What do you mean you having? It looked like you're having issues. Let me stay, because she was gonna go see Dave.
Oh
But
yeah,
then, yeah, she turned back around. Somebody pointed it out to me, and I was like, well, hold on. But then I looked at it and I was like,
O'Neill.
it makes sense.
I thought that Tamara was going to tell Amber something.
Hmm.
Is that what you mean? I thought
That's
she was
what
going to.
that's what they're saying.
I have a problem, Amber. I need help.
That's what they're
But
saying.
it didn't go there.
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree. I thought there was going to be
That's what they were saying.
something to that also.
Yeah, but then they realized
Hmm.
she was talking about haters, whatever. Well, let me ask y'all this. Since y'all are here, let me ask Sharon if this. Do you think the honeypot girl has changed? I'm saying she's changed, and I get the flack for it for saying
Yes,
she has not changed. Sharon, if
she's
you respond,
changed.
and then Nani, you respond as well.
Okay, so I did a video on that last night. I think it was, or was it this morning?
Last
But
night,
anyway,
early this morning, I saw
okay.
you.
I think I videoed them last night, but I didn't have a chance to complete them. Okay, so on the part, when I saw her here and
Mm-hmm.
I saw how she looked refined,
Mm-hmm.
she looked decent. She wasn't dressed in like she's coming from the dance studio. She
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
looked
she looked
put
nice.
together.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can see that she's changing because she's thinking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be with a rich man, you have to be the part. You can't be moving like how you used to move.
True.
And I also say in my review that at the end of the day, some people come into our life for a season.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And then God just make them come in to teach us something. You have to learn from that and you move on. And then somebody else, it's just a recycle. So people
it
come
is.
to our life for a season and them go. So yeah, she's hurt that Damien doesn't want her around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We know that she's in love with Damien,
Mm-hmm.
but but I think she just spirit tech Wayne for the money, the 30,000 that she's getting. Plus, she's actually falling in love with his children because she is helping the
That
little one
part.
with dancing.
Mm.
Hmm.
She's
That.
growing, she's evolving, but she's not there yet. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
Oh, I
Amber
do.
is there. So now they're showing us that Amber is going to be the one to actually, I think they were actually going
I
to
think
become
so.
friends.
I think they
eventually,
are
Mm-hmm.
but not
because
right now. But they're gonna build on that, I think.
Okay.
So that was
yeah,
just a little nugget there.
Tamara's
I
gonna
think
find
she's
out who Shayla
changing, yeah,
is.
but she should not um forget about Chantel. Regardless, I know
I
Chantel is
know
hurt.
that's so
Mm-hmm.
painful,
Yeah, she says she have to
but
leave some people that she loved behind.
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't have to leave them. It's not like they're together
Because when you change, right?
24/7.
And Charmaine said that yesterday, said when you change, and even O'Neill, when you're going up in life, sometimes some people are left behind. As I said, maybe this is the time for her and Chantel to part ways. Although Chantel and Latoya are a real friend.
Those are
So
real
if you
friends.
but those are people who is or ride or die. You know what I mean? So if you're changing, they should be happy for her,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to have a sit down. So I
I
don't think
think
she
they
should.
are.
Yes,
Yeah,
she must level up, but those two girls are her best friend. Shayla is not her best friend because that day
Shayla's
when
nobody's
Shayla,
friend.
yeah, but she will find that out as she go along. Amber is not gonna tell her anymore.
No.
Tamara has to learn on her own. Wayne was telling her, but she not listening. But she will learn the
Yeah.
hard way. And I said she's changing, but she's not there yet.
Not yet. No, not quite.
Yeah.
Today, I liked the conversation with Wayne about Damien
Okay.
because Damien jumped all over her case
Mm-hmm.
for not showing up at the office.
Mm-hmm.
And Tamara's feedback was, well, I'm so busy. I'm so this. I'm so that. I.
Mm-hmm.
She was not thinking about West Side Music Group.
Mm-hmm.
So when Damien hit her with that, she didn't know how to respond.
Mm-hmm.
So she was in tear, almost in tears,
Mm-hmm.
when she called Wayne
Mm-hmm.
to tell on Damien. She's telling on him. But did Damien lie? No,
He did not.
he didn't lie. She hasn't been into the studio since the day we last saw them.
Mm-hmm.
But leave it to Tamara. Tamara says, well, I'm too busy and blah, blah, blah. What
Mm-hmm.
good does that do Damien? She's not there to do her job. And
Mhm.
that's what apparently he told her. You let the money go to your head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only is it the money or is it the fact that you no longer matter because I'm doing bigger and better things. So I'm just going to
Mm-hmm.
drop you. I'm going to drop you, Damien. I'm going to drop you, Latoya. Latoya has no one else because Reem is gone.
Mhm.
Chantel sees the BS for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So Tamara, her last hope is going to be Amber. And I said that at the Christmas party because as soon as she finds out, everybody finds out that Shayla pursued Anthony, it's going to be a whole different ball of wax. Whole different.
Yes, for
But
sure.
has
See,
she changed? She has.
she has changed. She's
Yes.
you see, okay, my
She's
and I'm
not
glad I asked
horrible,
y'all
but
to. I don't
she,
like, okay, her change is kind of weird to me because I remember I was talking with it with Eslin, and I said this is how her changes, because you can change and decide that you're growing for a little bit better. Okay, let me give you a prime example, and I give this example all the time. She and
mhm,
Chantel having something. She cannot
yeah.
forgive Chantel, but she and Shayla has had multiple things, and she can quickly forgive Shayla.
And she, yeah,
Yeah.
she
That
can
right
forgive
there so
Shayla.
tells me that they're not equal. they're totally off as to how you're viewing all of these people. And I think all Latoya and Chantel has said to her is, hey, can you at least do something with us? I mean, we know you from before, getting
Yeah.
all of this money, at least something. No, maybe if she had started something with Latoya and Chantel and, they didn't want to do it, then sure, you win me with the, hey,
Then
you're
it's
moving
different.
on for a season and, what I mean, this season is over. But you haven't tried. So the girls are right.
No,
That you
she
haven't even
hasn't
tried.
tried
You haven't even
anything.
tried to say, okay, let me see if I can bring one or two friends with me. So how do you know if they are really haters, then in other words? So when we listen to her thing as to how she was labeling
But
them as haters,
but
mm-hmm,
Chantel just reads Wayne very well. She,
Yes.
she and she nails him.
mm-hmm,
But the thing about Tamara for me
mm-hmm,
was that before Wayne, she even got the money from Wayne.
mm-hmm,
When she first started hanging out with Shayla and the other gold diggers,
mm-hmm.
she started changing then.
I thought so too. That's why I
She
called it
started
out.
changing.
She started changing.
Yeah, she
That's why I
started
said that.
changing that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I
Let me
believe
see.
that.
What do we have? Oh, Nature's back. Hi, Nature. Let's see. Nature says Tamara is living between two worlds. Yes. I think she is trying to merge more into Wayne's world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nature, I agree with you 100%. And she's going to have to just take the scissors and cut the line. She's going to
Mm-hmm.
have to jump, make a choice because she can't straddle the two. And Wayne is more than patient with her today in that conversation because she did call him whining, but
Mm-hmm.
it's almost as though she doesn't understand she's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You have not been to the studio. You have not answered
There you
Damien's
go.
calls.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
And all
yeah, nothing.
Damon is saying to her, Tamir, the one thing that you've always done is been real. You just have not been real. In
Yes,
other words, say, hey, you know what, Damon, I don't think I can manage this particular thing anymore. So you know what? I think I need to.
exactly.
That's all it needs, you know. So when people say,
That's what
when
I
people
put in my
telling you to
short.
change, that's what they're
Just
saying.
quit.
They must say, hey, just be
Just
real with me.
quit.
You're normally like that, anyways. You've always been
Hmm.
that. Tamir has, talked to Damon before on many different occasions. I mean, very harshly, and it is what it
Exactly.
is. And so that's what he's asking of her to kind of keep it real. But no, I
Exactly.
knew what Wayne was doing when Wayne started to go to West Side Music Group. Wayne's intention
Yes.
has been achieved. Wayne wanted to break them both up. So he went in there
Give
Apart.
and
me
created
my
Yes.
dissension.
woman. Yes.
That's what he did with
Yeah.
Oh,
Bethany.
that
So him throw some money
O'Neill, I
in
saw
there,
that coming.
create problem in the pig
Yes.
pen, and just take him lady out of there and say, well, yep,
And take
we're
his
gonna
baby
unleash
and
you
go.
now.
Exactly.
And that's
Yep.
why I
I
say
agree.
Wayne is
That's what he did.
similar to Shayla. Very similar.
Yes.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that's how
they're
Shayla
definitely
works.
both savages. Yeah.
Exactly. And this is why I said Shayla and Wayne deserve each other.
Well, I said that to O'Neill 2 years ago. You asked me who Wayne would end up with, and I said Shayla.
He
And I
should
was
get
on your
Shayla.
show.
That's who
And
he
I
needs to
said
get.
Shayla. And O'Neill looked at me strange like, Shayla.
Well,
And
you
I'm
may be
thinking to
right.
myself, she's the only one
You
that
may be right.
she clicks like
Mm-hmm.
with Wayne. She just her mind thought pattern,
Mm-hmm.
except Shayla's evil.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what come in my head?
Well,
When the thing hit the fan about Delicia and Iman, maybe Wayne will be the one that pick up the
mm,
pieces. People think it's gonna be Amber, but I think it
and it
will be
might be
Wayne
Wayne.
because
Might be Wayne.
when Shayla was outside
That's
Mm-hmm.
good.
in the car at PR is when Anthony threw her out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne was the one there to speak life into her, and then she
That's
take a
true.
set on him, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's true.
I think when this hit the fan,
Mm-hmm.
Tamira better make sure she are in good standing because watch out, baby.
She
That's
better
where
be in good
Shayla is
standing with
coming.
Amber and
It will
Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
be Wayne taking up the slack.
And also, but Shayla would have to deal with all 10 of Wayne's kids. Those girls are going to give her hell. They are not going to like Shayla. And the
Mm.
moms, Queet and Gina. But I did say he might end up with Shayla.
With
And
Shayla.
Mm.
I still
Uh,
think, I know, O'Neill, but I mean, it's like
he
going to
might.
the bottom
He
of the
might.
barrel,
He might. He might. Who knows? He
down
might.
to
You
the
know.
bottom of
Mhm.
the barrel, right?
I think so
Bottom
too.
feeders,
He
both of
might.
them.
I don't think you're far off. He might. Who knows?
I think they're
Wayne
gonna
is
end
very
up together.
unpredictable.
Seriously.
Wayne is
Somehow they might
unpredictable.
end up
Yeah.
together. And maybe that's how Tamara will leave Wayne.
Yeah.
I
Alone.
mean, we don't know, right?
But
That's
it's a
interesting.
possibility because I've been thinking about this scene when she was in his house for the first time, waiting on him, and it was raining outside, and she just make herself comfortable on the couch, cover her up, and he comes and said, "What you doing there?"
Yeah, with that
You know what I
blanket
mean?
on.
And they never
Oh,
take it there. And
Mm-hmm.
even when they were in LA with Amber and Anthony said, and
and he
Wayne went
kissed
into the
her.
bedroom and kissed her forehead. It's
Yeah.
like they skidded onto it, but they step away from it. You know what I mean?
I hope they
But
step away from it for
I
good.
think when I think they're gonna crush her really hard, just like how Amber get that when Amber get her crash, she got a big crash, you know. So I think they're
Multiple,
going to crash
Sharon.
Taylor, and hopefully they does do it the right way and don't disappoint us. And if they really crashes her the right way, then they
Uh-huh.
can start billing Shayla, and then Shayla
and build her back.
audience will just rise again.
And
And I'm
O'Neill, we
sticking to
talked
my
about,
idea because I said it
You want
first.
to talk?
yes, you did.
I got a
But
question
we
for you.
talked about, yeah,
I got two questions for
I
you.
was just going to say,
Somebody
we
say if
talked
y'all.
about,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just going to say, we talked about all the ways that Amber just got beat down, beat down, beat down over the
Yeah,
last
but we
2 years.
mentioned it and I mentioned it.
Just a
Amber.
whole list. Could you stop?
Bro, I get you, man. She'll get you, but you have to, she. The only thing is because Shayla is around. Once Shayla is around, Amber is gonna get shots. That's just the deal. She gets the shots now. The shots Amber is getting now, the legitimate shots are only because Shayla is around. Those are the only legitimate shots she's getting. The other ones that may only might say, well, she can do that this way or
I
that way,
don't think
but
she wants Shayla.
how
O'Neill,
come
I
not?
think she wants Shayla with Anthony. I don't. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't tell you.
Uh huh.
Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I truly think that she is leading Shayla by the nose. Amber's not going to be friends with Shayla. See it? I don't
I
feel it.
hope so.
Amber walked right by that baby the other day at Wayne's house, at their house, right, Sharon? It was
Yeah,
Anthony and Amber's house, and Wayne
yeah,
was there. And she walked right by Kai
yes,
when she was
I hope
mad.
so.
And Wayne said, "You didn't speak to your stepson." And Amber said, "I saw him this morning." And then she turned around and said, whatever she called him,
this said
Ike,
that. Yeah,
what something, right?
I
But
hope so.
O'Neill, I think she wants control. Amber is running this ship right now.
She's
And
running the
I
ship.
do think, I think she wants, go with Anthony. You guys go off and be a family. But then it's going to turn out that Kai's not his son.
So I got a
That's
question.
what I think. I
So
truly
I
think.
got a question. So a couple of things. Someone says if you remember when Wayne gave her the little kiss in California.
Yep,
Someone else
on the
mm-hmm.
court.
says, does it matter? It seems like Shayla wants who Amber has. I have another piece of the puzzle into
She
this.
does.
Charmaine has always said when it comes to the Wayne and Shayla and Anthony thing, Charmaine has said that basically Amber thinks, and she said yesterday, Amber believes that Anthony's cheating with Shayla. She said yesterday
Yes,
that
She
she's
does.
sure, but she's not sure. And so we're
mm-mm.
wondering if she's operating on that. If a lot of her anger,
Yes,
not that her anger have
Oh,
other piece into it, but I'm wondering if a lot of her anger is operating
yeah,
on that more than anything else. Because I'm seeing a lot of that
I
because she's
think so.
she's claiming how sure she's, and I said, wait, hold on here. They are not.
I think
They
so.
haven't
No,
done
I
anything
agree
yet.
with
I
Charmaine.
mean, yeah, they haven't done anything yet. I mean, sure, can we try to disseminate things, but they haven't done anything. But we can say, okay, well, hey,
Oh
this is
no,
this.
I think so
Mm-hmm.
because all of the their cheating things that point to Shayla.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Anthony, all he had to do was tell her about the perfume and the $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
I
mm-hmm.
mean, come on, right? Amber knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he not telling her? And she's threatening to divorce him.
Mm-hmm.
But she does believe it. And she's already warned them about trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
She's told them over and over and over, if you want to be together, be together. I don't care. In other words, remember I told you she's got her feet pointed out the door?
Mm-hmm.
Because she did. Amber is over it. So
She done.
now they've got plenty of opportunity and they don't want to commingle. They don't want anything to do with each other other than just be these nice two parents who don't know how to take care of a child.
But Angelina want them together. She's trying to push them. She's trying to
Oh,
play
please.
matchmaker, basically.
She's
You
the
know.
Madam Gold Digger. I named her Madame Gold Digger
Okay, can I
today.
say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah, girl.
Sharon.
Okay, I don't think Amber actually wants Anthony and Shayla together.
You
She
don't
is
think so?
telling, no, she's telling Shayla have Anthony. She's telling
And give me
Anthony
my
to have
divorce.
Shayla.
Mm-hmm.
She wants actually for Anthony to actually man up and choose her because she thinks
Well,
they are
yeah, you said
cheating.
that. Yeah.
She wants Anthony to be honest with her. She wants Anthony to just lay everything on the table. So she's pushing him to find himself. And the
I
only
agree with
time,
you.
remember,
Yeah.
if you guys will look at the nuggets that we're getting, remember, when Anthony was at Piari's house,
Mm-hmm.
Piari told Anthony when she was drunk, if you want your wife back, beg
Don't.
her.
The big.
And he went to the house and he knelt down and he begged her. That was the sweetest skit I ever watched. I enjoyed that skit. But every time
Why?
I
Because
put
him
up
a
with a
I
beg.
new
did.
thing,
I
yes,
laughed.
because in my bed.
I didn't like
And
it.
every
Please
time I
beg.
put up that short, I get strike with it. But anyway,
Oh no, you know
so
I didn't like it.
with that being
Man.
said, she came back again and they make sure, and this is why I know that they're not gonna get a divorce, I think. And Pierre came back again and said to Anthony, be Amber's medicine. You need to feed her. You need to 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 be to do whatever you need to do to get her. You know what I mean? To
Mm-hmm.
love on her. Yes, to be her medicine, to love on her, do everything that he can to save his marriage because she said she just served. And there's a chance. So this is why I said they're not gonna get a divorce because these also says Amber,
Deflection.
Anthony and Amber is the
Yes.
face of the brand, right? So at
Yes.
the
Yeah.
end of the day, they
I
may
want to
have a
see them
separation, but
separate.
they have to break Anthony first to build Anthony up. So
That's
Anthony
why I
is
want
getting
to
crashed,
separate.
and Shayla is gonna get crashed because we saw that it's coming. It looks like they get new writers
Uh-huh.
and they're redoing the skit from. If you really see it, it's just a repeat
True.
because now they're saying that the first divorce didn't finalize, so now Amber can get more than what she's asking for. But I
Yeah.
think in that same little thing, Amber wants Anthony to choose her. But then
And
again,
I just
yesterday,
don't
in that
understand
skit with
why.
Tamara and Amber at the restaurant, is when Tamara said to her, says, how would you feel if Shayla and Anthony actually get together? And
And
so she
that
don't
was
care.
she spoon fed her that answer.
Before you're done,
But these
Sharon, I
are,
have a question for you. Before you're done, I have a question for you.
eh,
Why? My
yes,
question is
Missy begging.
why do you want to see the man begging on him knees? Them? Why?
Of course, him for beg.
Why
Him
must
need
beg?
for beg, him need
I'm
for
asking you
call.
why. Why must he
Here,
beg?
hold on, I'll be right back.
No, I didn't. I know me tell him same figure beg. Remember the first time he crawled on his knee and begged her. He was so pathetic. I laughed so hard. I fell off the chair. I can't believe he actually take a drunken woman idea and go and say, please, Amber, don't divorce me. So I'm dying to see how he's going to feed Amber this medicine
Yeah.
that PR suggested because you know he's gonna do it. And I'm dying to see how Amber is she gonna reciprocate it or she's gonna turn him down. Him have to come strong with her because Amber need a alpha male. And also they
He'll
have to
never
Alpha
be
man
understand
don't
alpha.
beg. Alpha man
Oh
don't go
my
on them
God.
knees and beg like dog. And that's exactly what Terry is saying right now. Terry say it must beg like a dog, basically, because Terry is
of course he
commenting
have
from
to.
No,
He has
no.
to.
oh
He
no. I'm
has
sorry,
to.
Sharon.
He
I
has to.
don't want
He
them
He's
needs to.
scared
together.
as a dog.
No.
No man, he treat Amber
I
bad.
want them
O'Neal,
together.
So he
she
must
lost.
leave.
Remember, she caught him with her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Our best friend, you know, she
Mm-hmm.
lost her. She have a miscarriage. She lost baby David when Anthony could have get back David for instead now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then him take away bar 44. He didn't answer her call when she was at Derry. When she met Darian for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony did not stand up for her and protect her. At Wayne's
Never.
house, it was Wayne who stand up for her. So it's a lot of things. And then Mishana, oh my goodness. So the perfume
Yeah, I'm waiting
and
for
the
her this week.
$5,000 was the last straw. And she's thinking because he did not answer his phone. And she tells Shayla to come to the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And Shayla didn't show up. She thought the two of them is doing it again.
Of
So she just
course.
filed for the divorce.
So let me
What
ask you
did
this.
we
Let me
say?
ask you this. Let me ask you about this. Would you respect a man that is down on his knees begging like that for whatever it is? Because me know
No.
I know that if there was
No.
that there's ever a woman that does that, you're not going to get the same level of respect ever from me because I don't want you like that. I don't want to ever see you
Exactly.
in a position where you're
No.
beneath your dignity. It just is. It's not.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it that
O'Neal,
that will capture
no.
me. Stand up on your little thing that you have, but don't go down. Don't do that, cause it no throw me off.
I never
But
want to see a man beg
but
like
I know
that.
maybe you only want to
No.
see the man begging back, rough, you know, just.
I
She
mean,
needs he need to pick up on his knee O'Neal.
that's
And she need to whip him. He needs some whooping. Maybe she needs some help from Lynette. Lynette needs to teach her
you're
how to
so
sit down on him and
mean.
whip him like what she
O'Neal,
did.
you thought I was mean. She's mean. Sharon is mean. She want to get a man
No
a
man, he
whipping,
need
make him beg, make him
yeah, he
crawl.
need to beg.
You're not gonna respect
And
him.
then he go and get her
Me,
some diamonds.
I just walk away.
Oh,
I
good
just say
God.
bye. I go into flight mode. I'm out of here.
You
Do
don't.
whatever the hell you want to do. I'm leaving.
I beg
And
like
you can
dog.
cry, you can do whatever. I'm gone. I ain't coming back.
No, you'd never
But
respect him.
Sharon's
You're
tough.
not gonna respect him, Sharon. You're
I
not gonna
just
ever
leave.
respect him. Amber would never respect him like that.
Sharon,
I beg her
Sharon
go,
is
son. No begging, man.
No,
No.
no.
Sharon
That's
want to whoop
okay.
him, man. Sharon
That's
want to whoop
okay.
him, man.
Anthony can honestly, okay, put all joke aside. We don't want him to be on his knee again because
Yeah,
he
you
already
do.
tell him to go on his knee and he
Yeah,
did that.
you do.
But this time I want him to stand up on his 2 foot them and he will put on
Even
some
beg man in 2
heels,
foot.
put on
Him
one
even beg
dress.
man 2
Sharon
foot.
want to get him.
You want me? You have to buy him a pair of knee pads. Buy him a pair of knee pads. They need them to scrape.
Buy him and mail him to Skitland, Sharon.
We need to buy
Sharon
him
wants
some
to
knee
get
pads.
him. Okay, I'm
Maybe
gonna
let
read
them
some
at
comments.
Shayla's house. You never know.
Read
They're
some comments.
short.
Read some comments.
They're short. I'm gonna read them really quick. So Tina says, Janet, yes. I'm not sure what Janet asked. Well said, Sharon. And then Tina says, Wayne set Amber free. And then free Amber. And I think that's all. Oh,
Yes, I
Angela
want to see
Powell.
it there.
Let me see. Angela said, hold on a sec. Let me get this down here. What did Angela say? I said, hi, Malcolm. I saw Angela somewhere.
All around. You have more watchers. I tried to go live on mine as well at the same time. So you have a lot of people watching at the same point in time. Just so
Oh,
know
you
that.
did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you have a lot of more.
We've
I'm
been on
on
here a
board.
while. So Malcolm said, so why do it if you wouldn't respect him? Do what, Malcolm?
Begging.
Oh, he's
Like
talking
a
to you,
dog.
Sharon.
Barking,
Why make
basically.
him
With a
beg
bunch
like a
of
dog
knee
if you're
pads.
not gonna
Yes, he
respect
should. He treat her like garbage. So of course she have
That's
to.
why she needs
No
to
man, you
leave.
guys no man.
Nah, man, you
No, he
mean.
treating like
You
wife
Sharon,
like
you
garbage.
mean, girl.
Sharon,
So she need to whip him into
Sharon, it no matter,
Sharon,
Sharon, it no matter how the woman treat
Yes.
me, I'd prefer her just leaving. I don't want to see
Don't
her
beg.
below her dignity, as though
Please
can
don't
Exactly, but you know that they're not going to part him. So the best
I
thing
couldn't
Amber
take
can
that.
do, no, we do not want him on his knees for sure. But
without
Anthony
knee
needs
pads,
to
without
come
some
correct.
knee pads, without some knee pads, basically.
Yeah, him need to come.
But
Him need to come straight and
my thing is, how
O'Neal. He needs to come straight. So he
how
better
are
don't.
they gonna fix
Oh,
him?
like how she said, feed our medicine. What really medicine gonna get her?
Wow.
I don't see how they can fix Anthony. I mean, how they can fix Anthony's empty head and then put him back with her. I can't fathom it unless she just decides she's okay with this B type dude.
Read.
So he just be chill and cool and just be at house and let her do what she wants to do.
Read some
Because
of your
all she
comments,
wants to do
Manny.
is
When you're
work.
done, read some of your comments. Some people are making
Okay.
some comment in there for you.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back up.
Just so
Hold
they know,
on.
they know that
Let's
you're,
see.
listening.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm making sure you know so
Okay.
she's listening.
I hear you guys. I hear you. And Tina said, run, Amber. Oh, hi, Antoinette. I hope you had a beautiful Easter today. Angela Powell. And Angela says, I believe Amber would be hurt if Anthony and Shayla got back together. Angela Powell, I think you're correct. I mean, I may want to see them get together so Amber can get her divorce, but I think it would hurt Amber tremendously. And I also think Shayla knows it. I think Shayla doesn't want to hurt Amber. Now,
But
Shayla might
also-
say she wanted for the baby.
But that's it.
Go ahead, O'Neal.
Is Amber trying to set them back up together to validate her reason for a divorce? If
Her
that
being
is
around the
so,
baby?
Well, meaning she's trying to
I don't like it.
She's trying to push them back together to validate her. In other words, some of the times when you want to be right,
Oh, her
trying to
leaving?
set things up or leaving. You want to do that.
Uh-huh.
And I see the funny thing is I don't think she needs to even do that. She doesn't even just divorce. If you really want to divorce, just divorce.
Just get her divorce.
don't need the whole heap of different stuff. So see, when she says, she don't care what people think, well, you don't really need to force them together. You don't need any of those pieces. But sometimes I wonder that.
Yeah.
I wonder, is she trying to set them together to try to, is a way of kind of making her feel better than about getting a divorce, which is weird. But anyway.
I just thought, oh no, I really truly believed she
Mm-hmm.
wanted them together because he's going to contest that divorce. And if Anthony is messing around with Shayla, what's he going to contest? That's really what I was thinking. How are you going to contest it when you're back in an affair with the same lady? That because he's going to contest it. But why do you want to be with somebody and you don't know who you are? Well, hold on. Let's see. Let me read these comments. Janet. I'm sorry, Angela Powell says, I believe Amber would be hurt. I read that one. Angela, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I had no Keith Sweat for Anthony. No, Dolly says no Keith Sweat moves. I'm just gonna read them on there because they're pretty short.
Go ahead.
Dolly, Tina's laughing. Magnolia's laughing. Anthony can go back to Shayla. Yes, Tina, he can. Get going. Bye. Don't come back. My phone thinks I'm talking to it. Okay. And then Angela Powell says, hi, Tina. Or hi, Antoinette. And Malcolm, where did you go? Why are you hiding? Come back. I'm not gonna let Sharon get you. I promise. Sharon's the mean one. They'll know you was mean. I'm nice.
Put some
Sharon is
puppet show up on the floor while he's begging down there too. You want to buy that?
The puppy child.
And
If they don't have it, you can get kibble and bits.
Right? You guys know dominate. I always want to be one dominatrix. Boy, oh boy, if only me could get Anthony. Oh, Lord, that done with him. Jesus.
Sharon, Lord have mercy.
Sharon, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this, Sharon. Why?
You're
Why?
Sweet little Sharon. You hear this? Oh my God,
Lord.
Sharon, you crack me up.
Oh,
Lord.
Sharon, you're so bad.
I know.
No, she wants a whipped and James.
You need me to come to Atlanta to whip him in shape.
Okay, we have Errol in here. O'Neill and Sharon, why are you people so obsessed with Anthony and Amber divorce? They are not the only in the skit. Anyway, happy Easter celebration to you all.
Team Marriage and Team Dalton.
Team Marriage and Team Daltons.
Thank you, Errol.
Errol, thank you very much. I think Errol, the
marriages.
thing for me
We're just having fun, please. Not take it so serious.
No, Errol, that's Errol. Errol, I think, I will say this again, Errol. I believe that they're not happy with each other right now. Sure. And so I prefer, Errol, I will always say this to my audience and to others. I would prefer you separate and maybe go live some life and try something else and then come back together if it is meant to be. But rather than them being as miserable as they are right now, I never want to see a man or a woman just stay in a relationship being miserable for no reason at all. I don't buy into it.
Exactly.
And I don't believe it. It's an old fallacy. It's an old, fallacy that, I need to just stick in and I'm here on the tour. We're cussing and we're complaining and then we're abusing each other. I don't think you should be doing that, So that's why I've always been like, hey, if you guys not are going to be able to do it, might as well get a divorce. Because Anthony's saying him want him wife back, but at the same point in time, he don't know exactly who him is. You can't be making pass on ladies while they are trying to get their wife back. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make no sense. Then you have Amber saying, well, she wants to do whatever it is, but at the same time, you have Shayla around. I'm saying they just need to get that little even if you do a legal separation. Even if it's just a legal separation. The point I'm making is whatever will take them apart so they can go see life on their own. That's what it is. But go ahead and read the comments.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, this is from Alice. Hi, Alice. Welcome to my channel. Anthony has said several times that he takes care of Shayla and pays her child support. Why is the married man taking care of another woman? Alice, we asked this question also. Mm-hmm. And we do believe that it is because he is wealthy. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why he takes Shayla. He gives her money. He can pay the child support, 3,000 or whatever it is that the courts order. But I think because he's rich, he just gives Shayla extra money so Kai will be in a good space.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not the law unless you are married and you owe alimony. And other than that, you don't have to pay for a baby mama because you don't need the
Mm,
baby mama drama. Okay?
exactly.
So, yeah. But that's why Alice, I think because he's wealthy.
Because wealthy.
And
Mm,
then, and yeah, because he's wealthy. Angela Powell is asking why stay in an unhappy marriage. Angela, I am with you. I would take the flight versus fight. Arrow, O'Neill, you people should leave Anthony and Amber alone. Both of them are not saints.
That's what we're
I'd
saying.
like to take that arrow. Um, Anthony and Amber are setting up for a divorce. Amber is fed up. Amber wants a divorce, and we can get a divorce in this country. And we have had this conversation before. I don't mind having it again, but Amber is not going to stay with him. So, what is the point of staying married to someone when Anthony is not even trying
Mm-hmm.
to save his marriage? He's putting forth no effort. So, we want Amber to just stay in a dead marriage or unalive marriage. I don't. I don't think you do. I don't think Sharon does. And I will speak for O'Neill as well. Let them break apart and let them come back together.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Okay? So that is my answer for that question. And I know you addressed it to O'Neill. My apologies. But yeah, that question pops up a lot. Um, Tina says, I feel that Amber suffered enough in this marriage. Tina, I
Hmm.
agree with you 100%. Sharon, what do you think?
Yeah, she has suffered more
She
than
has suffered
Anthony and
more
Shayla.
than anybody.
And Anthony and Shayla still hasn't taken accountability for the action
No,
yet.
I mean, they can hardly say. Has Shayla even apologized? Oh yes, she did. She tried.
Oh, please. I
Eh,
wouldn't call
She
that an apology.
tried. That wasn't
eh,
even an apology.
eh.
Okay. Arrow.
And Anthony, okay, when you're finished, let me write it down so I don't forget.
Okay, yeah, no, this is not flying. So sorry. O'Neill, Amber is divorcing Anthony because of Dave. There is nothing you people can tell me. Okay, Arrow. Thank you for sharing.
Possibly. One of the reasons. Possibly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
I know, and it's a no.
It could be one of her reasons. She have multiple reasons as to what she says she's doing for whatever it is, and that's the thing. She gives different reasons at different times. You know, she talks about the support thing a lot. If I were to read her as a regular person,
Don't start.
she mentions a lot
Don't
about the
start.
support thing. She mentions a lot about the Shayla thing. She mentions a lot about the idolatry thing. So she mentions those things
You
more
know,
than anything else.
O'Neill, I think with Dave, it's just that she
Mm-hmm.
found strength
Hmm.
in all the ways where she was lacking. Because Amber's been drained like a vampire drained her.
With Dave,
And I think that I'm sorry, go ahead.
you're saying because the
I
thing with Dave.
yeah. I actually don't I see the attraction,
Mm-hmm.
however, whether they will act on that or not,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like, and I've said this in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
that Dave would be a godsend. But I thought he would be a godsend for Anthony,
Mm-hmm.
not for Amber. But maybe it is for Amber to get her strength back, to go back to the Amber that we saw sitting and blocking Wayne's car and
So
not moving.
so I like
You
what
know,
you said
back
there.
to our
To there. So I like what you said there. So watch this. I think Dave, as of right now, Dave is being positioned the same way that Anthony was positioned. Because Dave is, remember,
mm,
she was with Wayne for a period of time. She came out of that little period. I like what you mentioned with her being blocking the driveway
mhm,
because I remember the whole of that sequence, right? Then
mhm,
came Anthony with
mhm.
the liquor restaurant thing. What you're seeing now is just about the same thing. She was going back in that little place. Then comes Dave into the
Oh,
photo. And that's why people believes what they're saying in terms of with the Dave thing. I don't believe it's everything, but I believe that's why I believe it's a factor because it seems very similar. The timeline seems very
I like
Exactly.
similar.
that.
The two
Yeah.
pictures
Exactly.
seem very mirrored
I
as
like
to
that.
how her behavior
The
generates.
analogy.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good, O'Neill. I
That's what
like
O'Neill said,
that.
Dave. That's what O'Neill said,
Yeah,
Sharon, you
Dave.
want to
Dave,
read
you know.
this
yeah,
comment?
that's what I've been saying all along.
You want to
Remember,
read
I
this
said it
comment?
in our moderator night last week.
Hmm.
Dave is a factor,
Hmm.
Well,
and
he
you
is,
know, but
but I
also,
just the intimacy. I mean, it might be they might like each other, but again, I saw him as a godsend. But I did think it was going to be for Anthony, not for Amber.
okay.
Sharon, you want to read? I'm tired.
Let me just piggyback on a previous question there. O'Neill,
Hmm.
remember at the time when they were cheating, Anthony and Shayla,
Hmm.
Shayla was actually in a relationship with Anthony,
Oh
and
yeah, we
nobody
talked
seems
about
to
that.
remember that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And even when Anthony got the apartment for Shayla,
Hmm.
Arby was still going over Shayla, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
Shayla was sleeping with Anthony and Arby, but nobody giving Shayla flag for that. And people forget all about that. But anything Amber
Yes.
does, Amber get flagged for that.
And
Until
Shayla,
Yes.
Anthony says, yeah. No,
Yeah. Shayla
no,
was
do you not
everywhere.
remember
O'Neill.
when Anthony got the apartment for Shayla?
yeah.
Amber was the one took Anthony over there, and Anthony
Yes.
was upset when he saw Aubrey came out of the bedroom. Shayla didn't
And
want
he went to the
Anthony to know that,
refrigerator. Yeah, to
and he
get some
was very
juice.
upset. And he
Hmm.
make sure ended it with Aubrey. So the next time when he was over there for his piece,
Hmm.
Aubrey pull up, and Aubrey was not allowed into the gate because Anthony was right there. And Shayla cut all severed all tie with Arby then. But nobody, Malcolm, Vanswell, and all the Shayla lovers that we have on your chat and ours doesn't remember all of that. They only know what Amber did before the marriage. Of course, we're not condoning what
That's all
Amber
they.
did,
Yeah.
but at the same time, they have to also call a spade a spade. Shayla was in a relationship at the time with Arby, and she was sleeping with Anthony. So she's in a relationship with Anthony and Arby.
Yes.
So
Well,
this is why we are all
Yes.
saying that the baby card is not for Anthony, because when Anthony took her to get the abortion because he didn't want to have no baby with Shayla. Shayla
And
went
he.
in by
Yeah.
herself with the doctor, and the
She
ladies
just
on
popped
our
up
chat
pregnant
and
like
your
that.
chat in our chat said they think she was further. I think Charmaine said it, that she was further ahead.
I said it too. She was. She
Yes,
was about three
exactly. So
months or something like that.
hold on, Sharon, because
that is
I
why
want
she
to
did
make
not
sure.
have the abortion.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
So you're saying you believe that the audience don't flag Shayla? That's what you think? We don't flag Shayla?
They
Yes, they
don't.
don't.
Who
They
Not
flag
like
her?
don't.
Amber.
Who
She's
says
been
so?
through
You
hell.
mean
No, they
Vanswell?
don't. They didn't flag her.
No, not
Vansell never
Boswell.
flag her.
Boswell says
Malcolm
nothing about
never
her.
flag her.
Yeah.
Whoever else we have in your chat there, in
O'Neill,
our chat with you, they
Them-
don't flag
Shayla
her.
has not been
They
Hold
flat.
on,
don't
hold
even
No,
on, hold on,
remember. They just forget all about Barbie.
hold on.
they forget about
Shayla is
Arby
Yeah.
and Mike.
consistently flagged because people have already labeled Shayla where she's to be labeled. In other words, people know
Well,
what Shayla
so
is.
calling her about her is
No,
enough.
we know that. They're calling her, but they
Not
never
enough.
said she slept with two men. They never
Yeah,
said
man.
that
So
part.
you never hear
They
them.
forget all
Three
about
men.
no. They always bring up Wayne, but nobody bring up Arby.
They
They
don't bring up
only bring
any
up
of the
Wayne.
dirt that
All
Shayla
right, if
does.
y'all say so, but
Never.
okay, we bring it up all the time, man. Trust me, we're always talking about it. It's one
Well,
of
Mm-mm.
our
I'm
Okay,
telling
go-to.
you,
we'll bring it up more for
they
you.
never bring up Arby. They seems to forget all about Arby.
We said
So
That's
this
Shayla.
is
true.
why we all says the baby that they're saying
O'Neill, they
it's
don't talk
Anthony.
about
We don't
Shayla.
think it's for Anthony because
They
remember
don't.
that day that was another nugget when they show us that paper with the two different data on it,
I know
and we
with the
call it out
bogus
on your
data.
channel. Come on
People
now,
don't want to
on
see
it.
it.
We've
They don't
always
want to
said
believe it.
Shayla is the mattress. I shouldn't be saying that, but oh god. But we've always been.
The
But
mattress, yeah.
nobody,
She's
but
bottom
nobody
feeder
call
on
it.
the
But
mattress. You're
nobody says
absolutely right.
Arby. People that forget about Arby.
It's
Shayla was sleeping with Anthony and Arby.
Skitland's
That is
mattress.
why when her mother, wait now, remember when
She's a
her mother
mattress
come
with
to
a bottom
Atlanta, the
feeder.
mother find out. So when the day when she have to do the DNA test, and she said the DNA test come, the
Uh-huh.
mother said to her, says, who you think the baby daddy is? And she said she don't know.
She don't
And then
know.
her mother says, when Shayla said, oh, the test come, I'm gonna call Anthony. And she says,
Oh
make it
no,
wait
it's
till tomorrow.
tomorrow.
This is why the audience think the baby belongs, that Angelina changed that
And
text.
we're not taking
And we're still
Wayne.
standing by that.
We're not taking it,
Okay, Wayne,
Wayne.
we're standing by that
So
still.
you
That's
think we're
right.
petting Shayla? You think we're because Terran on my comment, right? Terran saying that I'm
You
petting.
guys are
Are
protecting
we
Shayla.
petting? What?
I never hear you talk about Shayla.
And we know say mix
Well,
this
when they were
to
Rooster
Anthony. Wait
Nation,
now.
O'Neill, when it was Rooster Nation, I give you props. You did. When it was Rooster Nation. But these days,
Nania,
nobody says anything about Shayla. So we're
Nania,
going to do it for you.
Nania. O'Neill was in the soup mixing it too. That's why so we have to call
Oh,
O'Neill,
O'Neill, you were in the
Aubrey,
Rooster
and
soup.
Anthony. So the baby could even be for O'Neill too.
It's not O'Neill's kid. Oh, no, we'll put O'Neill in a.
We'll put you back in the pot, O'Neill.
We're
Oh
putting
my
it back in the
God.
soup pot.
You know what? I'm
Sharon,
awful in
can
the
you read these
audience.
comments? Oh, you don't want me to read them. My voice is getting dry. You want to read those, Sharon or O'Neill?
Yes,
I'll read
okay,
it.
I'll read
My
it.
voice is dry.
Okay, let me see where you were. Okay.
Go up
Okay, me
a
find
couple.
it. So
Go up,
Angela
up
Powell,
above Malcolm.
yeah, I'm fine. So you just did Suzette. Can you take her over from off the screen? So Tina says, Angela Powell, I wouldn't want to be miserable in a marriage. Nobody wants to be
No,
miserable
Tina.
in the marriage. And then Eros says, Sharon and O'Neill, you want a 46-year-old who wants a divorce? Eros,
I'm going to
we
answer that
don't.
question again.
Yes.
Yeah.
If she's 46
Yes,
years
yes,
old and she's
yes.
grown, she can get a divorce if she wants to. In this country, you do what you want when you are a grown woman.
Yeah.
Some places you can do that, but here we don't dictate what our children do once they're past age 21.
And then
Sharon,
Malcolm says, I do think the women are making a mistake forcing Amber on Dave. He has no reason to take her seriously. Nobody is forcing Amber on Dave. Come on now, Malcolm, behave yourself. Era, okay, what I like to tell. Tina says, I'm
and she
Malnosia
calls
says,
me
despite the
mean, O'Neill.
conversation with Ernestine, Amber's not been shown to daydreaming about Dave. Exactly. She'll go show one time daydreaming, and then when Anthony wants it the night, she didn't give him because she was thinking about the chocolate. Okay. So
Exactly.
Magnolia, Magnolia says Amber was over Wayne when she met and was pursued by Jacob and Stevie bags them. And Errol said again, Amber kisses Victor in Spain. She has also cheated on her marriage. So Anthony and Amber are both the same. I'm still team marriage and team Dalton. Well, okay, thank you for your comment, Errol. And Tina says, Amber needs her peace, definitely. Dolly says, Amber was done with Anthony before she met Dave. And
Yes,
then
she
Malcolm
was.
says,
Thank you.
actually, no, Shayla stopped sleeping with her when she started dreaming about Anthony and she was just blaming it on. No, Malcolm, stop
No,
the nonsense. Stop the
no,
nonsense.
that's not
Even
true.
when Anthony bought that apartment, Shayla that apartment, go back and watch that skit. When
Yes,
Amber came to the apartment, Shayla was actually sleeping with Arby,
yes.
and she didn't want Anthony to stay too long, and it's because of Amber make Anthony stand up there like a dum dum when he saw
Are
when
we
he
there?
saw Arby come out of the bedroom after
Arby
him,
came, yes.
and he was shocked. Come
Arby
on
came
now.
out of the
Just
bedroom to
stop your
go to the
nonsense. Go back
refrigerator.
and watch that skit. So Magnolia says Dave is her new Wayne in the sense she will seek advice and he will build her back up. Not sure if it will turn romantic, but if they have to guess, I'll say yes with time.
Magnolia, I
That
agree with
man
you.
got
I
some.
agree
Of
with
course he
Magnolia.
does for her, and that's her ideal guy because he's tall and chocolate and he is macho. He is a man's man, I should say. He's an alpha male. Yeah,
He's
he's an alpha
alpha.
male. That's it.
Well,
So
let
Tina
me
says,
piggyback on you, Sharon. There, hey
mhm.
Magnolia. I think I've always thought that he was a godsend for Anthony, but I think that he is a godsend for Amber.
Send from heaven.
It's
Yes,
Yes.
to help Amber find herself again because she got lost. in that marriage.
Mm-hmm.
She lost her whole self, Magnolia.
Read like five more comments, Sharon reviews, and then
Yes,
I
I'm
also gonna
just
have to hop.
putting
I
in your
also gonna have to
chat.
hop right
I'm
out.
just agreeing in your chat
Well, we
there.
need, yeah, we're gonna hop off too, O'Neill.
And then Tina says, Dolly, except exactly. Amber been mentally checked out of the marriage a long time ago. And then Janet says, I
Yes.
used to want it to work. God has the last say. Anthony's a jerk and he is not trying to change. I haven't
No.
even heard Anthony say I love you. It's coming, but not now. Remember me telling the son I must put on a seatbelt, man, I'm buckling. We're
No,
gonna be
I
on the
said it
roller
first.
coaster
I
for a
claimed
while.
that
Come on
one.
now.
That one's mine.
What was
We
yours?
think too
Both
much
of us
alike.
said that, yes.
The
And then
seatbelt.
Magnolia says Amber and Wayne was 3 years ago. And then Angela Phillips says, Dolly, Amber sure was done with Anthony. And then Malcolm says she did the same thing when she got with Mike. She stopped sleeping with Anthony.
Yes, that is
And
correct.
then she starts sleeping with Anthony again. So it doesn't change nothing. Anthony just wanted to have his freak off. That's all. And Shayla is just a dumping ground. Come on now.
Oh,
That's
somebody's
how I feel.
Sharon. Don't say
And
that.
then Tina
Sharon,
says,
you're
Janet,
so
thank
bad.
you.
No,
I'm being truthful. It's the truth. Remember when he got back with, when he was trying
I
to get
know.
back with
Don't say
Amber,
that.
Amber didn't go there with him. What did he do? Him run him like a tail to Shayla. And he said, oh, Kai sleeping, I'll wait for Kai. And then him and Shayla did the do. And then after him pull up and say, oh,
Sharon,
okay, he's not gonna wake up for now. And then Shayla get mad at him and kick him out of the place
you
because he
see
just
what I
pull
put
up
up
and
with
say he's
here,
done.
O'Neill?
And
You
that was
see?
the last time.
I
Come on.
see. I see.
She,
Do we pop the
Anthony,
picture out
Oh,
that
Lord,
Sharon
don't get
want to
her
feed
started.
Anthony?
Sharon want to beat him.
I'm gonna buy a bag of a
so
pedigree for
Era
Anthony,
says,
basically.
Era says, Sharon, Shayla is not a human being to be compared with Amber. She is delusional and not okay upstairs at himself though. It's, of course, we know that Era. Come on now. And then who'd want to be married to Shayla? Come on. Not even Iman. Iman is just
Can
here
you
for
read
a fun
this
time,
quote?
just like Anthony.
Can you
And
read
that's
this
a fact.
comment right
Eh?
here?
Okay.
Tina, how can you be 12 years in marriage with a grandchild? Oh,
Excuse me? Okay, okay. Can I finish my comment?
Maybe
no.
And
something
then
else
Dolly
Eric
says,
is talking about. You can just move
Maybe
on to the
something
next
else,
one.
please.
all right, that's what I'm doing. I'm moving on because I don't get that. So Tina says, exactly right. Amber had left the marriage mentally before she met Dave. And Angela says, that's right. They never bring up Arby. Exactly, Angela Powen. They keep forget about Arby.
Yes,
It's
they
just
about
Amber
Arby.
Wayne. Amber Wayne. They don't remember about Arby. But may have to bring that up because Arby is a factor. And I think that girlfriend changed that DNA test to say that Kai wasn't his.
You know,
That is
I'm
what
still wondering
I think she did. Wayne
because
also
we
forget about
watched her,
Arby.
but
And then Malcolm says, Shayla didn't even want Arby to touch her when she started sleeping with Anthony.
sure
Oh,
didn't.
please, Malcolm. She was still doing it. Stop it.
She was doing
And
it,
then
Malcolm, anyway.
maybe Malcolm is in the soup that you like with O'Neill.
Oh, O'Neill get into the soup. O'Neill has been, and basically, by the way, a lot of people on my channel is saying
You've been out
yes.
of the soup oil for a year.
53%, the 53% of people that are online that are saying O'Neill is in the soup. You need to cease
Yeah,
and
and Malcolm
desist.
now added to it.
You need to cease and
And
desist from calling O'Neill's
Dolly
name.
says, agree, Angela. Powell Tina says, Dolly, exactly. I saw the sign, it's stages. It's mentally checked out after the marriage, and I saw it. And Magnolia says, yes, Arby was done dirty by Shayla and Aunt. Yes,
That
that
was
was
terrible.
despicable. In his
Remember when
own
he tried to
house,
get
and he
in the
still
gate?
doesn't know. He doesn't know, but Sharon knows. That's what I'm telling Arby.
Yeah,
That hi Arby, they did you bad. Shayla
they
and
did bad,
Anthony.
Arby.
Take them to court.
Remember
I'll
they
be your
wouldn't
lawyer.
open the gate? They didn't want to open the
Yes, I
gate.
didn't want to open the gate. And then O'Neill says, O'Neill TV says, should O'Neill name be called in the baby soup? Of course. And
My name
Malcolm.
should not be in the soup.
No, your name should
Neil
be in the
can't go
soup.
in the soup.
Eros said, Tina Young, how old is our marriage in 38 year in marriage? I am a grandmother of 4 grandchildren. My own husband was worse than Anthony, but I did not divorce him because marriage is not a gift. Are you still married to this man? I just want to know. And then O'Neill says, no. Yes, you should be in the soup. Yes or no. So you guys have to do yes or no. And yes, O'Neill was in the soup.
Was not in
And
the
then
soup.
Janet says, you're in the soup.
No, don't put O'Neill in the soup
I
yet.
said it to Shayla for too long, Janet says. And Tina says, stage 1, emotional checked out. Stage 2, become numb. Stage 3, detachment. And stage 4, physical removing yourself from the situation.
That's exactly
Exactly.
right.
And you're absolutely correct, Tina. And
That's
then Tina says 12 years and 1 granddaughter. Error. Okay. And then Janet says, someone challenged me about Amber, never Shayla. Told me to stop uplifting Amber. Anthony needs to be with Shayla. And I agree, Nanya. Magnolia says. And Tina says yes. And Magnolia says facts. Tina says, I agree, Sharon. And Tina says, agree, Sharon. Error are still going strong. Oh, awesome. Okay. Awesome, Tina. And then Janet says, Tina Young facts on the checkout in her marriage. Yes, definitely. She's checked out. She'll only get checked back in if Anthony do what he needs. Go feed her the medicine. Go, like what
There's no
a
medicine for him
PR
to
says.
feed.
Yeah. And Janet says, Arby would have kept right away that wasn't his baby if he wasn't getting any. Exactly. He would have known that it wasn't his baby because he was getting, so it's his baby, but it will come out eventually.
Behave yourself.
Shayla did Arby wrong. Yes, and here's our friend now, Malcolm. Malcolm says, Jasmine switch this result because Arby opened the envelope, she just swapped the kid.
Malcolm,
But
we're gonna find out
who
how she
mailed it
did it.
off? Who mailed it off,
She did do
Malcolm?
it.
All right. It was it Arby mailed it when it sealed? Things was changed.
We watched it on TV, and it
And
looked like
then
she sealed it.
we think it was changed, and I'm sticking to it. I
But
think
I
it
think it
was
was
I think
changed.
it
changed too.
changed. Ladies,
When it comes
I
to
will have
marriage,
to. I'll
you
have to
don't
jump
know.
off.
I think
Me have to
All
jump
right.
off, ladies. Me have to jump
we're
off,
gonna
ladies.
we all need to jump off.
So let me know.
All
We've been
right. So we
on
have finished
for
the comment
four
and then we
hours.
jump off. Thank you, O'Neill. Thanks for being
Ladies,
here with
Thank you,
ladies,
us.
me
O'Neill,
love
for
you. Me make
popping
sure me
in.
come give y'all
Thank
an hug.
you,
Thank y'all very much for
Sharon.
watching. The family
Pop off.
are gonna beat me up, so wanna know. I don't want them beat me up too
Okay,
much.
no, we won't let them beat you
Never
up.
call you
Happy
O'Neill.
Easter to the two of them. Love you very
Sharon, I'm
much.
signing off.
All right, no
O'Neill,
Bye
worries.
bye. We love you.
All right,
Thank
have a
you.
good
happy
week.
Easter.
Happy
Sharon, let's
Easter to
log
your
out.
family.
No problem. Bye.